What's up, everybody? We're playing this deck again. 60 card GB 0B60 trademarked. Of course, I got that copyrighted. Of course, you try to name your deck that? I got my lawyers on you. But here we go. You know the vibes. We love this deck. Let's fucking roll. All right. So last night I played a match against this guy named White Mirror. Honestly, he was pretty solid player. Said some questionable things, but this game took 45 minutes on Dueling Book. If you guys know Dueling Book, that's absurd. You know, the shuffle's automatic. What takes the longest amount of time IRL? You know, it's this in Dueling Book. It should be fast, right? So the first game went pretty quick, but the second and third game, my man, they were grind fests. I want to showcase the power and resiliency of 60 card GB 0 Beast 60. All right. So I think I lose the die roll here, and he goes first. So I have no idea what he's playing, but now I kind of have an idea. And everyone's playing this quick draw hero Machina deck. So I'm assuming it's the Machina version, but to be seen. So yeah, my hand's pretty good. But this Dandelion's looking juicy, and I have a test tire on hand, so I'm like, fuck it, we ball, right? I don't care about the back row with Cold Wave, so we hit him with the Secutor easy schnub, and probably go get Retiari to get rid of this Dandy, even though he has other level 3s for Black Rose and Debris. They're less threatening than Dandelion. So we do this, and we kind of smoke them right here. And then if you know anything about GBs, having Secutor and Geysaris is pretty overwhelming. This guy tries to set, but I'm like, nah, bruh. But here we go. I hit him again. So here's the interesting play. He had Gores, but it doesn't matter. But here's an interesting thing you probably didn't know about Secutor and Geysaris, right? So let's say I summon a third monster like I did here. The Darius, right? Darius can tag out whatever. He can get anything you want. Let's say I got Laquari in this place right here. Geysaris can tag out and get 2 monsters, right? So that leaves only 1 open spot. So what you can do with Secutor is you can activate his effect and still grab 2 monsters. You put one on the field, and the other goes to graveyard. Right? So you can go a quest to field, Bestiary to graveyard, and then Bestiary and a quest effect over here to add Bestiary back to hand. So if you don't have the room with Secutor, don't worry. You can still do it. He's fucking nasty. Yeah. So we're gonna keep going. He's got Gores. I don't care. I get Bestiary, of course. Retiari here. Double Retiari. Just clear that shit. I don't want any Black Rose right now. Even though I have Solemn, I just want to, I just want him off everything possible. So this game is a fucking blowout. I got Solemn set. I got game on board pretty much. Do I? 48? 60? Yeah, I do. So yeah, Trap Dusher, he goes next. All right. And now this is where it starts to get good. Let me tell you. So my hand looks pretty good. Secutor's a brick, but it's okay. So I assume that's probably like something like a Dandy or something like that. I didn't expect Raikou, but so I just attack anyway. I don't care. And if there's a Raikou, now my Miracle Fusions are live, and it's fine. It's fine. Any dead Miracle would now be live. He mills a Dandy, which is pretty lucky, and a Level Eater, which is pretty nasty. That card is so good. I play this deck quite frequently when I'm not playing the 60 card GB deck, and Level Eater is just a blowout sometimes. Okay, so he gets Cyber Valley. That's a good draw. Draws 2, gets a +1 off that from the tokens, and yeah. So he goes quick draw. Okay, this is where things kind of get nasty, right? So he summons Drill Warrior, and I ask him priority, any effect, and he says him no have prio, like a fucking caveman. So I try to explain to him in the playest way possible. You have turn player priority to activate an effect. You know, summon good plus he does summon good effect. Drill no have priority. Lol. So I just bear with it. I'm not trying to have a DB fight. You know how those go, guys. People on here are stupid. So we're just kind of cooking here. And my hand's not too great. This rescue cat's feeling pretty good right now. But he discards and I just put him back. So I'm like, fuck this. And I try to explain to him, buddy, wait. I give him the thumbs up. I didn't realize it. But he already normal summoned Cyber Valley. That was so long ago. This guy took so long to play. Right? So he has him back to hand, no problem. And I think I have Trap Stun set. Yeah. I have Trap Stun. He has these two things. And I'm like, yeah. I try to bait something out. And he might go Torrential here. Probably should. I didn't even say priority because he obviously has no idea how it works, right? So, boom. I get Sam Knight here. Kind of, because he misplayed, he showed me debris, so I'm like, I think I need up a little. I need to get War Chariot to my hand, and that level leader was looking juicy. So, I get it. And then I tag out into probably, yeah, Red Tiari, get rid of one of the dandies, just chip away at it. Chip away. This is feeling like a grind game to me early. I kind of get that feeling. So getting rid of the dandy there is pretty good, and it doesn't keep him off Avarice, but it's okay. So he knows about that War Chariot, but he still does it. Kind of silly, I think. Yeah, kind of silly, I think. Yeah, so what I draw? Mirror Force or Bestiari, one of those two? Yeah, I just go for it here. And, yeah. Oh, he technically couldn't activate that there. I didn't realize that, right? Because the monster, he still had 2 spots. Well, I guess this game probably should have went a lot shorter than it really did then, huh? Well, look at that, white mirror. I should have known you didn't know the rules. And I think I misclick here and grab Mermail. That was really a misclick. Sometimes people just say misclick when they do something stupid, but well, I don't care about these tokens at all. I have a bottomless for the plasma and a War Chariot. And I think I'm going to just sit with Mirror Force right now. I don't think it's worth playing at the Heavy Storm or even another Black Rose. If yeah, you could get Black Rose with the Card Trooper here. So this is also weird. He grabs my Red Tiari and attacks. Not really sure why. I guess he doesn't know I'm on Miracle Fusion at this point. But he just, because he has a Deep Prison set. He's going to have one. So I thought that was kind of strange. He leaves my stronger monster, but I don't know. This guy's a little out of it. Yeah, so that's that. And I just set Secutor, so I play a little into Heavy Storm. Because I'm up a game. I'm up on life a little bit. I'm up on cards. So I just play into Heavy Storm. If you got it, you got it. And I wanted to have my War Chariot live in case of emergency. And you don't have Mirror Force to back any attacks or anything stupid like that. All right, so I think he top decks like something good here. Yeah, Lone Fire, right? But at this point, I was talking to my wife, and I didn't realize I had bottomless trap hole set. So I screwed up. Your boy screwed up. But it's okay. I think I end up doing fine. But realistically, he should have no tokens. So if he had no tokens, I would have definitely paid more attention to that Titanium summon. I would have bottomless it, and I would have been in a really good position. So that's on me. I screwed this game up. So I attacked 2 times, and I just said screw it, get rid of this big old bitch. So I'll trade 1 for 1 there. I don't care. So he top decks a card that was so well timed, it's insane. So I get the Rhoda, which I'm feeling good about, right? If he like bottomlesses that, I don't really care. But he didn't, so I'm like, oh, this is great. This is going through. And I should have known this is game 2, and Starlight Road is always lurking. Both sets, I say, I had the DB bug, couldn't click. So there it is, Stardust. And obviously you guys know you can't bottomless the Stardust that comes out from Starlight Road because it is summoned. Say it with me. Chainlink 2. That's right. So Mrs. Timing bottomless does. So hits me with that. I don't have a deep prison for that, but I probably would have used it for Stardust anyway. Save the compulse for a Drill Warrior or something, but I couldn't. I couldn't let Stardust just linger like that. You know, Stardust and GBs don't mix too great. You know, so I go Stratos, get Prisma, and I'm sitting here like, bruh, my miracles would go hard AF right now. Please get me one. But I don't think I saw one this game, which kind of sucks. There are some disadvantages to playing 60 cards. I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now. But the advantages far outweigh the negatives. So he top decks two pretty great cards in a row. He gets Stardust, Starlight Road, and then he gets Pot of Avarice and Bottomless Trap Hole. But I don't care about Bottomless. The cards are kind of buns sometimes. But Pot of Avarice was pretty good. I don't even know what he put back. Probably misplayed. Oh, tries to get Troop. And I don't have the boy. I don't have a GB now. So I'm feeling pretty excuse me. Woof, Jesus. McDonald's, man, let's get me right now. Ooh. Double cheeseburgers, buy one, get one for $1. Don't miss out. But yeah, he's gonna Black Rose me with the Sangan add effect. I'm gonna banish it because of Pot of Avarice. I feel like that's the right play. If it's gonna get destroyed anyway, I just do it. And he's gonna draw one, add one. It feels pretty good. Yeah, that's a good play. Now I'm down on cards. Now I feel pretty bad. And I draw the Smashing Ground. I have no idea what's in his hand. I don't think. He's got Gores. So I'm like, ah, sugar, right? So he's got Gores, and I'm in this predicament where, like, oh no, he added Lone Fire with Sangan. So in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm going to save this Smashing Ground for Titanial. But then he puts down Gores, and I'm in this spot where if I don't Smashing Ground now, I die, I think. Because he gets 28, 27, and 17, or almost die. So he would put me at 50, that's 55, 55? 55. He put me at 1,500 life points, and that's just too little for me, you know? So I do it there. I don't think I sent anything off of Prisma because I'm looking to draw a monster here. You know, just increase the odds just a little bit. So he gets Level Leader, and he gets Titanial. So he must have drew Titanial last turn. That sucks for him. But looks like it's fine. And I get Deep Prison, which feels pretty good against Titanial, but I think he plays around it here by summoning a Lone Fire. Oh, no. Yeah, misclick. Yeah, I don't know. He should have attacked. He should have summoned Lone Fire and attacked, honestly. Like, what the fuck you doing, buddy? So this Shrink is my way out. But I said it anyways. If he has Heavy, I lose anyway, so it's whatever. But Shrink isn't that good against Titanial. A lot of these cards in GBs aren't good against Titanial. A lot of cards in this format aren't good against Titanial. So he goes like that, hits me for 500, hits me for 28. I take both. I have to. Right? And he tributes for that because I think both his Dannies are banished. Because Retiari is the dopest. So here we go. I top deck a monster, and I think pretty hard about this, how to navigate. And I think I do it the right way. I think I preemptively Shrink because I need this to go through. Because if that's like I don't know, anything, I lose, right? If it's like a Solemn, if it's a Solemn, I lose. And he hasn't used it yet. So I had to do it early just to play safe. I make him waste that negate, attack Lone Fire, and I go Darius for Bestiari, which ends up turning it into a 2 for 3. I'm trying to explain how I'm right here. I'm trying to bait out him activating this back row because so how it works is the Darius and the Bestiari link. I'm sure you guys know by now, but if you book a moon the Darius, book a moon the Bestiari, or compulse the Darius or compulse the Bestiari, or something of that nature, the Bestiari effect resolves. It's a mandatory effect, and it is mandatory to target. So that is the activation. It's not cost. Targeting is not a cost. It's a condition. Activation condition. That can be the wrong term, but you have to target to activate Bestiari. But it's negated by Darius, right? The second part of the whole thing. So you can target this back row, and he can negate with Titanial, and then he might negate. He might be scared of Book of Moon, but most of the time, if I have to explain it to him, he's not gonna negate. You know, so that's where we're at. And then I try to tell him drill also gets priority because he obviously doesn't get Yu-Gi-Oh very well. So I go here. I go for Geysaris to get Bestiary back in deck because I don't have Marmillo. And this turns out to be a 2 for 3, which is pretty cool. The Level Leader, the Lone Fire, the Titanial for my Samnite and my Shrink. I'm happy about that at this game state. I need every advantage I can get, even if I only have one card. And he has 2 Smashing Grounds in hand. It's pretty good. But no monsters. I'm like, ah, shit, I need a monster now, right? So it's just a top deck war right now, and this is what I was talking about in another one of my videos, where like if I just top deck Trap Dust Shoe here, I'm like, ah man. But if I top decked it right there, I would have felt pretty good. So he goes in my end phase. Somehow he read my mind. I just drew Trap Stone. He goes Titanial and end phase. So I'm like, ah, sugar, right? I had a feeling he had like some kind of negate set, right? So I think I played this very well. He tributes there, goes here. He's obviously going for game, right? I don't know if I could have played this any differently, but I think I sequenced this right. Yeah. So he's just popping off right now. Boom. And I go Deep Prison first, and he just goes Trapstone, and then I go Wabaku. I had a feeling that there was some shenanigans, and you can use Wabaku in the battle step. So if he Solemned, what I was kind of reading back there, if he Solemned that earlier, in the attack declaration step, I could have Wabaku in the battle step. So here we go. I'm just drawing a little more because I'm trying to find a miracle. It's 2 draws away. I almost had him. That miracle would have went absolutely bananas, but that's okay. We go game 3. It's 1-1, and right now we're at how many minutes? So that was 33 minutes of gameplay. That's a lot for me. My attention span is the same as a coconut. So here we go. Rescue Cat Gold Sark feels so good. I think here it might have been stupid, but I think I go Gold Sark for Future Fusion. Because there's more Miracle Fusions in the deck, I just want to get that joint live. There are definitely other cards to get, like a Heavy Storm or a Cold Wave with Cat, but we're here to have fun. Fuck it. Let's go Future Fusion. So he goes big. He doesn't. He goes Dandelion. And I'm like, oh, yeah, buddy. Right? And he just got some wimpy shit. So I try to play around anything I can. So boom, 1-for-1 Mirror Force is fine with me. And I set this and try to bluff a War Chariot. So we're still cooking. We're cooking. He preemptively trap stuns, which I'm like, yeah, he's definitely reading a War Chariot. Yep, but it's a Kai, so it is what it is. It's fine. Because he gets 2 tokens in a Caius, and I don't really care. Because I get my Future Fusion now. I got my E-Call there. Bing bong. I don't know if I go... I forgot what I do here. Old me would have went E-Call, Prisma, Dump Bestiary, Tiger, right? But I'm looking at that back row like, gotta be smart. So I get Retiari to play around Bottomless, just to protect my life points some more. Then I go Murmillo just to remove the big threat. Then next turn with his E-Call, I can dump Prisma. I can get Prisma, dump Bestiary, make Geysaris, then add back Bestiary to my hand later. That's how you play Glads. Finesse, not brute force, finesse. So he sets that joint. I'm like, okay, buddy, you're cooked. Yep. So I get Prisma. I'm like, you know what? I'm going for Bestiary. And he does that. So I have Test Tiger in hand. What am I? Oh, next. I'm thinking, oh, I got a special summon my Absolute Zero, but I was 1 turn too ahead. So I had Test Tiger, and I'm like, this token's looking dope. I'm going to attack it. So I do. With Miracle in hand, I probably could have went Bestiary and then did something like that. But no. I'm going Darius into another monster, get all the card advantage I have right now with the Absolute Zero coming next turn. Just gonna get even more advantage. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. And he's got stupid Raikou. I know he's gonna. I was reading Raikou at the time. He goes for the Future Fusion just like I planned. Boom. And it's just curtains. Like his dude can attack over my Secutor here. But actually, at one point, I was actually thinking I might have misplayed because I Darius out the Retiari from my graveyard. And if he attacked over the Darius, Retiari goes back to deck. But thankfully, I had another water. So I was okay. I was A-okay. I was really nervous at that point. Sitting down on the couch next to my wife, just like, Jenny, I screwed up. Boom, he attacks my Secutor because it's the biggest threat in the field. He's got Scapegoat. And I'm always looking at like the worst case scenario. So I think here, because I saw Starlight Road last game, and there hasn't been any negates really this game except Trapstone. I'm reading either Solemn or Starlight Road, right? So I go Prisma, and I dump Bestiaria, of course. I put back a quest, probably for damage reasons. Oh no! I didn't. Because at this point, I still hadn't realized I have the water in graveyard, so I kind of want this Retiari to be out in the field, in case of emergency. Right. So it's probably not the right play. That's how I thought last night. It was a little late. Watching the football game last night. Watching the Lions play the Ravens. Lions look good now. Okay, so bring them out. Bang. Retiari gets the Dandelion out of graveyard. Just get that ish out of here. I'm feeling pretty good. He goes back and he's like, I think he draws. Yeah, he draws like, oh, the next card's pretty good. I'm gonna keep playing. Yeah, it's just fine with me. I like playing. Boom, and I get out the Level Leader too. This still keeps him on Pot of Avarice, so here's where it is. And the card he top decked was obviously the Breed Dragon, right? So fine with me. Clear my board. I don't care. I have the clapback of a fucking century. Holy smokes. Oh my god, if it had any back row, it was curtains. I probably could have went... I think I had game, actually. I went Sam Knight, Absolute Zero. Or even Darius, Sam Knight, Test Tiger. Sam Knight gets Darius. Darius gets Bestiari. In case of Gorge or something like that. I don't think he used Gorge. Yeah, so I did misplay here. I should have known. I should have known it was a game. But I think either way, he just quits. I had him on the ropes there. Yeah, it would have been way more damage. But I was like having like this is a nice clapback. Cat Storm. So I didn't mind playing a little slow to have a solid clapback afterwards. So there's that. And I'm just kind of going a little too much here. But yeah, he shows me his hand. It's bricked up. He can't win with the Deep Prison. So it's GG's. Another win for your boy. Oops, wrong one. There's the deck again. It's the best freaking deck in Edison format. Please try it. Please give it a shot. It's so fun. You can change whatever you want. You can play whatever deck you want, actually. But play more than 40 cards. Like, some games go 20 turns, you know? And if you have 45 cards, but those 5 extra cards are explosive bombs or defensive cards, it's just going to help you out. You know? Give it a shot. Let me know. I hope you love it. And I hope you like playing more than 40 cards, because I do. Every deck I have is 42 to 60. I love it. Except Go Format has 40. Peace.